My GT7 M2 has the infamous S58 motor inside of it, and we all know this to be one of the best BMW engines that has ever been produced. They're violently fast, they're reliable, they're comfortable, but they don't always sound the best. Now, I've gone through quite a few different exhaust setups on this car, going from stock to a Valvetronic stainless steel catback, to then adding catless downpipes, and then to a full titanium system from Sencal Motorsport. In this video, we're changing the setup once again. Let's get one final cold start with the current setup. I doubt it's gonna change the cold start tone much. I think it's just gonna be noisy no matter what. We got one final walkthrough of the full titanium system. So we're gonna start from here, and it's gonna be this entire pipe all the way to here. Before we go any further, we have to say thanks to this video's sponsor, Into the AM. If you're into comfortable and stylish clothing with super unique designs, they've got you covered. I have a few shirts from them here, and my favorite thing about the brand is definitely the uniqueness in their designs and how different they are from everything else that I own. The front designs are typically these smaller, simpler pocket graphics, which I like, not having a bunch of stuff blowing up in your face on the front. Go check for yourself with the link in the description. That'll take you right to their website. You can see they have a ton of different variety options, different graphic tee packs, blank shirts, whatever you like. There's a ton of cool clothing options for you to see there. The fabrics are super soft and light, so they feel comfortable on your skin, and the prints are good quality, so they're not just gonna fade away after a few washes. Make sure you check them out and click the link down below to save 10% off your entire order and go and pick up some cool pieces for your wardrobe. Now let's get back to the video. And the old mid-pipe is gone, removed. Now we just have a titanium axle back. This is the replacement, which is a stainless steel. I forget what this design is actually called. I think people are saying it's like XZ pipe. This is from Tone. From what I've seen, it changes the sound almost to like a GTR a little bit. I'm kind of curious to what it sounds like mixed with a titanium setup in the back, and we have obviously catless downpipes. It's gonna be a unique sounding M2, that's for sure. So we're gonna try to get this stuff lined up. Hopefully it fits correctly, because it is a bit of a Frankenstein setup taking off the Sencal exhaust. We got everything on. It's titanium into the Tone Performance mid-pipe. Everything's fitted up pretty nicely. Nothing's touching. So let's get this thing lowered and see what it sounds like. I don't know if you'll be able to tell on camera, but that is a totally different sounding startup. I feel like it's not as obnoxious and annoying, which I like. It's hard for me to tell what it sounds like in the car, so I'm gonna have someone else drive it and get my live reaction. I feel like it's louder. That sounds, I mean, I don't know. God, that's loud. I like the sound. Let's get some driving clips.
Sounds awesome.
I think it sounds so refined.
Dude, it sounds so sick. And like the upshift like cracks, like it sounds so good.
No, I actually like, literally like as I went down that way, I was thinking about pulling it off my dash cam. I was just smiling. I was like, dude, I actually love it. Like genuinely, like I like it a lot.
It sounds very good.
Yeah. I'm taking you guys for a drive so you can hear what it sounds like from inside the car. There's virtually no drone at all. And it's really not annoying or like undaliable inside. I think people get so concerned with exhaust noises and sounds while they drive. Like they don't want to make their car kind of feel like impractical or annoying to take out all the time, which I get. I go through that with my Civic. That car gives me a headache after like 30 minutes. But this is totally fine. And that's valves open. Like if you close the valves, you're driving a stock car basically. It's really... This is a few days after the last few sound clips. I just had a giant filling at the dentist appointment. The left side of my face is still numb, so if I sound weird while I talk, it's because I can't feel half my lip. This car is so like calmly fast. It does not feel fast, but you really gotta watch your speed in this thing. Okay, I'm stopping to get gas, and guys, we might have to start making EV content. I'll put the conversion here, but that's 188.9 per liter. What are we doing? I'm gonna just stop it right here and hope the gas comes down. I mean, this is what I'm paying for 94, 225.9. I mean, the car looks good at least. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to afford it for though. Okay, new mic setup. We'll see how this goes. I got one mic in here and another mic back there. People are staring at me. I gotta quiet this down a little bit. I'm just gonna turn this mic off so you can hear the exhaust in its glory. I just want to say the biggest difference for me, I think, are the downshifts. They sound 10 times better than they did before. Just a little bit of traction issues there. Like that, I love that right there. I turned off burbles because I thought it might be like just too much for the mic. There's zero rasp under load, I think. It's got a nice tone. It's a little bit higher pitch than it was before. It just sounds more refined. Check this out. If you have an S58, go to the link in the description and try this out. I think this might be the best way to make these cars sound good without doing a single turbo on them. I think this is probably the last time I touch the exhaust setup on this car, so I'm happy where it's at and I'm happy that it sounds good. But now that that's settled, there's something on the front of the car I want to look at next because I think it's missing something. Not too long ago, we installed this carbon hood to go along with the carbon fenders, and although I did really like the way it looked to start out, I think over time it kind of made the front end of the car just look weird, like just too much mismatching. I don't even know, like the carbon's so bright and then the satin on the front bumper, I didn't really like the way it flowed. So what we're gonna do today today is use some of the remaining wrap from Victor's M3, which they wrapped in satin black PPF. We got quite a bit left over here, but the PPF on my car is stealth, so it's clear PPF over the gloss black paint, which gives it this satin shiny look. Victor's car is just satin PPF because his car is white. So the overall finish, like the reflection, the lighting, and the color, might not look exactly the same. We're just gonna test fit it right now. I mean, yeah, it is pretty different. Why does it not reflect at all? Like, that's crazy how much lighter this is. Yeah. I was so excited to do this. Like, I was actually so excited to do this. When you hold it up, when you hold it up before it goes on the car, I swear, I walked behind you while you're doing it, and I'm thinking like, oh, this is actually gonna look good. But now, like, it's like nothing gets through this. Like, you can see the reflection in the hex lights.
This is more matte than it is satin.
Okay, take two. We got different vinyl. Different satin, black.
It's a lot better.
It's definitely better.
It's still different, but better.
Yeah. 4, you wouldn't even be able to see the hex lights reflecting in the wrap. I think we go with freaking that one. Yes! Yes! This is the reflection that we did not see on the other vinyl. So it's pretty crazy how the same color, but a different wrap batch will have a totally different finish. Obviously, we gotta leave a little bit of the hood exposed. It's gonna match with the roof nicely and the rest of the carbon. I don't wanna just cover the entire car. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the fender, just like these fins will be exposed, but you'll see that soon. Look at the detail right here. In the freehand cut, no knifeless tape, and it goes perfectly around the body line. That is exquisite. We got this side fully done, exactly how it's supposed to look, just the vents exposed. I think with it matched, it looks way better, but you guys can decide as well what you like more, because on this side we haven't done it yet. Still fully exposed. I think that is way better, but let's get this matched. Now we're really getting to that point. I know I said this before, but to the point of having nothing left to do on this car. Except maybe match some carbon back here, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Well, here it is, wrap match. One thing I do want to show you guys though, it was really hard to tell inside the shop because there's no direct sunlight. But as I said, stealth PPF over the sapphire metallic paint. The keyword in that is metallic. Keyword is the metallic, because if you can see up close, the flakes are peeking through. This almost looks like paint, but then as soon as you get to the fender, there's nothing going on here. It's pretty flat. Same with the hood, right? Because through it, well, it's carbon fiber, but also this is just satin. You can really tell from the bumper to the hood, lots of flakes and metallic there, and then it just goes flat. The only solution to this, to actually fully paint match or wrap match it properly, is to remove the wrap on the fenders and the hood, paint match it to the black sapphire metallic, and then wrap stealth PPF over that. But I ain't doing all that. I feel like most people wouldn't even notice this. I'm just looking for it. And also in overcast or not super bright days with overhead light or sun, you will not see this. The carbon here is glistening beautifully. This looks so much better. That's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Check out Tone Exhaust in the description down below to get your S58 sounding right. I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be a 1M conversion update. Peace.